Do you ever feel like you're stuck in neutral? You've got big dreams, clear goals, maybe even a detailed plan, but you just can't seem to make yourself move. You're ambitious, you're capable, but the motivation just isn't there. If that sounds like you, then stick around, because this video is exactly what you need. We're going to walk through 8 practical steps to break free from that feeling and get your momentum back. First things first, let's reframe the problem. You're not stuck, and you're probably not lazy. You're just unclear. Think about it. It's hard to drive full speed ahead when you're in a fog. That feeling of being unmotivated is often just a symptom of not knowing exactly what to do next. So, how do we get that clarity? Start by doing a brain dump. Get every single task, idea, and worry out of your head and onto a piece of paper or a document. You can't organize a mess you can't see. Once it's all written down, start grouping similar items together. Put all your calls in one batch, your creative tasks in another, your errands in a third. This stops you from constantly switching gears, which drains your mental energy. Next, you need to prioritize. Not everything is equally important. Label your tasks as priority 1, 2, 3, and so on. This ensures you're putting your energy where it counts. And finally, be ruthless. Look at your list and start deleting. If a task isn't a clear hell yes for moving you forward, then it's a no. Simplify your focus. Once you have this clarity, the path forward starts to light up. Step 2 is all about identity. If you want to change your actions, you have to change how you see yourself. So many people try to force new habits, but if those habits don't align with their core identity, they never stick. For example, if you see yourself as a fit person, going to the gym feels natural. But if you see yourself as someone trying to get fit, every workout feels like a battle. So, how do you build a stronger identity? Start by speaking it into existence. Say out loud, I am a disciplined person. I am someone who finishes what they start. Your brain will start to believe what it repeatedly hears. Then act in alignment with that identity. Even small, consistent actions reinforce this new self-image. And finally, protect it. Don't let old habits or unsupportive friends pull you back into your old ways. When your actions match your identity, motivation becomes automatic. You don't try to be productive. You just are. Step 3, redesign your environment. Your willpower is finite, but your environment is a constant influence. Trying to be productive in a distracting space is like trying to convince yourself you're warm while standing in a walk-in freezer. It's a losing battle. You need to master 3 key environments. First, your physical environment. Make it easy to do the right things and hard to do the wrong ones. Keep your workspace clean. Put your goals where you can see them. Move distractions, like your phone, out of arm's reach. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Second, your social environment. The people and content you consume shape your standards. Do an audit. Who inspires you? Who drains you? Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad and follow creators who educate and uplift you. And third, your inner environment. This is your mindset. Practice gratitude, especially when things are tough. If you can find things to be grateful for during a struggle, you'll absolutely thrive when things are going well. Remember, you don't see the world as it is, you see it as you are. Step 4 is to protect your energy. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you are running on empty, it's useless. Energy is your most valuable resource, so guard it fiercely. How do you do that? First, move your body. A strong body builds a strong mind. Exercise isn't just for physical health. It teaches you discipline and resilience. Second, fuel yourself properly. You can't think clearly on a diet of junk food. Learn the basics of nutrition and eat for energy, not just for taste. And third, prioritize rest. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a productivity multiplier. Instead of just setting a wake-up alarm, try setting a go-to-bed alarm to ensure you get the rest you need. Energy is the fuel for your ambition. Use it wisely. Step 5 is about building momentum through small wins. The hardest part of any journey is getting started. An airplane uses the most fuel during takeoff. Once it's in the air, it's much easier to keep going. You need to create that initial push. A great way to do this is to start a streak. Pick one small habit and do it for 7 days straight. Once you have a chain going, you won't want to break it. Another powerful tool is public accountability. Tell a friend or post online about what you're working on. Knowing that someone else is watching can be an incredible motivator. And you have to learn to say no. You can't do everything. Growth means letting go of the good to make room for the great. Focus is more powerful than busyness. And if you slip up, don't let a bad moment turn into a bad day. Reset and get right back on track. Step 6, raise your standards. Most people are more motivated by avoiding pain than by seeking pleasure. But real growth only happens outside your comfort zone. If you want better results, you have to demand more from yourself. A great way to do this is to use rewards strategically. Celebrate your small wins. This creates a positive feedback loop that makes you want to keep going. Another method is to put your pride on the line. Announce your goal publicly. Tell people what you're going to achieve and by when. Once you've said it out loud, you'll feel a powerful internal pressure to follow through. Raising your standards means you're no longer willing to settle for mediocrity. And that's when real change begins. Step 7, do work you truly enjoy. It's almost impossible to feel stuck when you're passionate about what you're doing. But passion isn't enough. It needs purpose and skill. So, first, develop a valuable skill set in an area you enjoy, things like design, communication, or marketing. Second, build something of your own. Create a project, a product, or a system. This gives you a sense of ownership and deepens your purpose. Then, learn with the intention to teach. When you study to share your knowledge with others, you understand it on a much deeper level. And finally, grow an audience. In today's world, attention is currency. Share your journey, your lessons, your struggles, your wins. You'll attract people who resonate with your story. And that's how you start making a real impact. The final step, step 8, is the most important. Take action, even when it's imperfect. So many people stay stuck because they're waiting for the perfect time or the perfect plan. But perfection is just procrastination in a fancy costume. You don't need perfect clarity to start. You find clarity by starting. When you feel unsure, just ask yourself, what is the single most important step I can take right now? Maybe it's sending one email. Maybe it's writing one paragraph. Or maybe it's reaching out to 5 people who have already achieved what you want to do. Ask them for advice. Take notes. Then, take the next step. Action creates feedback, and feedback creates direction. Remember, the person you needed most during your hardest times is the person you are becoming right now. And once you become that person, your next mission is to turn around and help others do the same. If you're feeling stuck, it doesn't mean you're broken or lazy. It just means you're ready for a change. Start with step 1. Get everything out of your head and onto paper. Each small step you take builds confidence, and confidence comes from keeping the promises you make to yourself. Motivation doesn't just appear, it's the result of action. Take one small step today and watch the momentum build. I really hope this was helpful for you. If you got some value from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I do love it if you do subscribe to the channel for more videos to help you navigate your journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.